Hello everyone, welcome to yet another edition. Today we are going to look at Economics Paper 2, Grade 12, June 2023. We are going to concentrate on Section A, question 1.1.1 up to 1.1.8. Let's start. The first question, 1.1. The amount by which total cost increases when one extra product is produced is known as. I always encourage my students to look at keywords from the STEM. So let's look into the keywords from this particular question. Here they're asking us about one extra product. So what happens to our cost when one extra product is produced? So let's look at the various options that the examiner has given us. Let's analyze each and every one of those and see which one best describes the question. If you are not sure of the answer, I always encourage students to use the elimination method. Eliminate answers that do not make sense and remain with one answer that seems to address the problem. So let's look at answer A. Answer A says fixed cost. What is a fixed cost? It is a cost that does not change as output changes. So you can see that it does not address the question. We are going to mark it wrong. Let's look at answer B. Total cost. Total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. It does not answer the question, so it becomes a wrong answer. What is marginal cost? Marginal cost is MC is equal to change in total cost divided by change in quantity. Change in total cost divided by change in quantity. So we are looking at what happens to our total cost when quantity changes by one extra unit. This addresses the question. So this becomes our correct answer. Let's look at answer D. Can it be correct? Average cost. Average cost is total cost divided by quantity. Here we are mainly looking at one extra product being produced. So this does not address the question, so we mark it wrong. So our keyword in this case was one extra. So the examiner can either say one extra or one more or one additional. Let's move on to the next. So in this case, our answer is C. Let's move on to question number 2. The process during which a business makes itself known to the public is known as. So if you look at this question, you can see that the other three answers, B, C, and D, are incorrect. They are not addressing what the question requires. So in this case, all these other three are incorrect. The correct answer here is A, advertising. Remember, advertising is an example of non-price competition. We are going to look into it when we look at different market structures. Number 3, when the business does not produce at the lowest possible cost, it is said to be dash inefficient. Let's look at answer A, allocative inefficiency. What is allocative inefficiency? Occurs when a business fails to produce goods that satisfy consumer needs. Consumers need product A, but businesses produce product B. That becomes allocative inefficiency. So that is not answering the question. What is productive inefficiency? Let's look at the keywords from the STEM or from the question. We want to look at does not produce at the lowest possible cost. That means we are not producing on the lowest point of our average cost curve. What could that be? So productive inefficiency occurs when a business fails to produce at the lowest possible cost. That is known as productive inefficiency. This becomes our answer. The answer becomes B. Market inefficiency or market failure, we are looking at a situation where businesses fail to satisfy the market. It could be because of externalities. It could be because of missing markets. That is not addressing the question as well. So we are going to mark that wrong. Pareto inefficiency, what is that? It occurs when a business is productive inefficient as well as allocative inefficient. So this is not a correct answer. Our correct answer is therefore B. Let's look at question number 4. In a perfect market, normal profit. We usually know that normal profit is AR is equal to AC. When we are drawing our graphs for market structures, we know that normal profit occurs when average revenue is equal to average cost. But in this case, you can see that the examiner is trying to see if you are able to get the correct answer if they ask you using total revenue. So in a perfect market, normal profit is achieved when total revenue. So I'm going to replace this with total revenue. So I'm going to put here total cost. Average revenue is equal to average cost when we are drawing the graphs for market structures. So here the examiner is asking you in terms of total revenue. So total revenue should be equal to total cost for a business to earn normal profit. So the answer becomes D. So these other answers are all incorrect. Let's move on to question number 5. The prices set or controlled by the government are called dash prices. That is administered prices. Your answer is B. These other answers that the examiner has given are incorrect and they do not make any sense. So administered prices refers to prices that are set or controlled by the government. The answer becomes B. Let's look at question number 6. The activity of people traveling through South Africa. The key word there is that these people are not coming to South Africa, but they are traveling through South Africa to their final destination. Maybe they are going to Swaziland or they are going to Lesotho. They are traveling through South Africa. Their final destination is not South Africa. So the key word there is that they are traveling through South Africa by using air, road, water, or rail transport to get to another destination. So the other destination could be Lesotho, the other destination could be Swaziland. What do we call those tourists who are traveling through the Republic of South Africa to their final destination? We call them transit tourists. They are in transit. They are moving through South Africa to their final destination. Answer B, C, and D are incorrect. So you can see that you can get as many marks as possible from section A because you are given possible answers and you are getting the best answer that answers the question. So in this case, the answer is A. Let's move on to the 7th one. The introduction of harmful substances into the atmosphere is called. So we're talking about the atmosphere. It cannot be land. It cannot be noise. It cannot be water, but it can be air pollution because we are looking at introduction of harmful substances into the atmosphere. It's called air pollution. Let's look at the last question, 1.1.8. The command and control that focuses on the environmental impact of the pollution emitted is called dash standard. So for you to be able to get these 2 marks here, you need to understand what is command and control. So when you look at the word command, the government gives a regulation that businesses are supposed to emit maybe 1,000 grams of carbon dioxide in a week. That is command. Then control, the government is going now to sanction any business that does not meet the standards that have been set. So the government gives a command in terms of the quality of these things that the business is supposed to produce. So in this case, the answer becomes C. The other answers are incorrect. We come to the end of this session, hoping to see you another time. Bye for now.